Hi, I'm Natalie Newman. You're quite right. Something special happened tonight. And so I took the gun off the table from where it was lying beside him and shot him. It was as simple as that. What's the good of talking about it? You'll only have to ring up the police in the end. There's no way out. No way out.
It's not quite as simple as you think.
Why isn't it simple?
It isn't so easy to do what you're urging me to do. You're a woman. A very attractive woman.
Does that make a difference?
Theoretically, certainly not. Practically, yes.
Oh. Chivalry.
Call it curiosity if you like. I want to know what it's all about.
I've told you.
You told me the bare facts. Perhaps.
And my excellent motive. There's nothing more to tell. In any case, why should you believe what I tell you? I can make up any story I liked. You've only my word for it that Richard was a cruel beast and that he drank and that I hated him. About 2 years ago, we were living in Norfolk. He made threats.
It sounds like a possibility. Anyway, tell me all you can remember about him.
Richard was driving back from Cromer. He'd had too many drinks. He went through a little village at about 60 miles an hour, zigzagging. The child ran out into the road from the end there. Richard knocked him down and killed him instantly.
Do you mean your husband could drive a car?
Yes, he could. It had to be specially built with special controls.
I see. What happened about the child? Didn't they get Richard for manslaughter?
There was an inquest, of course, but Richard was exonerated completely.
But weren't there any witnesses?
There was the child's father. He saw the accident. And the hospital nurse, Nurse Warburton, she was in the car with Richard. According to her, the car was going under 30 miles an hour. And Richard had only had 1 glass of sherry. She said the accident was quite unavoidable. They believed her, and not the child's father. I understand he was rather over-violent. You see, anyone would believe Nurse Warburton. She seemed the very essence of reliability and accuracy and careful understatement.
You weren't in the car?
No.
And how do you know that what she said mightn't have been the truth?
Oh, the whole thing was very freely discussed by Richard. After they came back from the inquest, he said, "Bravo, Warby, jolly good show. You've probably got me off quite a long jail sentence." And she said, "You don't deserve it, Mr. Warwick. You know, you were driving much too fast. It's a shame about that poor child." And then Richard said, "Oh, forget it. What's one brat, more or less, in this overcrowded world? Just as well out of it all. It's not going to spoil my sleep, I assure you."
What's Michael Starkwedder doing in all this?
He came in and found me here. I'd got the gun in my hand. And
Good God, somehow you persuaded him.
I think he persuaded me. Oh, Julian.
I told you I'll do anything I can. Don't think I won't, but
You've changed.
I can't feel the same. After what's happened, I can't feel the same.
I can. At least I think I can. No matter what you'd done, I'd always feel the same.
Never mind our feelings. We've got to get down to facts.
I know. I told Starkwedder that I'd done it, you know.
You told Starkwedder that?
Yes.
And he agreed to help you. He, a stranger. The man must be mad.
I think perhaps he is a little mad, but it was very comforting.
So no man can resist you, is that it? All the same, Nora. Murder?
I shall try never to think of it. And it wasn't premeditated, Julian. It was just an impulse.
No need to go back over it all. I've got to think now what we've got to do.
I know. There are your fingerprints and the lighter.
Must have dropped it as I leaned over the body.
Starkwedder knows it's yours, but he can't do anything about it. He's committed himself. He can't change his story now.
If it comes to it, Laura, I'll take the blame.
No, I don't want you to. I don't want you to.
You mustn't think that I don't understand how it happened. You picked up the gun, shot him without really knowing what you were doing, and...
Are you trying to make me say that I killed him?
Not at all. I've told you, I'm prepared to take the blame if it comes to it.
But you said you knew how it happened.
Listen, I don't think you did it deliberately. I don't think it was premeditated. I know it wasn't. I know quite well that you only shot him because...
I shot him! Are you really pretending to believe that I shot him?
For God's sake, let's be honest with each other.
I didn't shoot him, and you know it!
Then who did? Or are you trying to say that I shot him?
Well, I heard the shot and your footsteps on the path going away. I came down, and there he was, dead.
I didn't shoot him. I came over here to see him, to tell him that after the election we've got to come to some arrangement about a divorce. I had a shock just before I got here, just thought it was Richard up to his tricks as usual. I came in here, and there he was, dead, warm. He hadn't been dead more than a minute or two. Of course, I believed you'd shot him. Who else could have shot him?
I don't understand.
Could have been suicide?
No, because